Reading comes time! You can have dinner with two famous people. Who would they be and why? Okay, well, first thing is Abraham Lincoln, so that I could have dinner with him and then assassinate him right then and there. Save John Wilkes Booth the time and the effort to go to the theater house and break his legs and burn in a barnyard somewhere. I'm joking. I don't want to meet Abraham Lincoln. I think two famous people. What is your definition of famous? And I just realized that this is a video and this is a comment and this is a picture and you cannot talk to me. So you're talking to myself. Two famous people. Ashley Johnson, who plays Ellie in The Last of Us, and Nolan North. Those are it. Those are the ones. First of all, Ashley Johnson. I get to have dinner with both of them are voice act. Oh my god, because voice acting is just so amazing to me. Also, Nolan North, dude, I get to have dinner with Nathan Drake. Excuse me, but they're both really amazing voice actors that play their roles, any of the roles, so well. I would just love to sit down and pick their brains about how they got into the roles. How is it, you know? That would be just, oh my god. I want that. I want it. Thank you for the oh my god. I want it. I want it. Genuinely, I want it and I need it and I need it in my life. When did you first discover Twitch and what got you into streaming? I think I've known about Twitch for a long time. I just never full on focused on it until late last year. But I think what got me into streaming, I think it's just curiosity again. Also, I just wanted to, I liked separating things. I liked having different control over a lot of different things that I was doing because I was like, oh, when you have I like separating my things into pails, bins, buckets, whatever it is. So I was like, oh, YouTube is for video content, and then Twitch, I guess, would be for live streaming stuff because I like to be live, and I liked it as two different worlds. But I honestly got into streaming just to meet new people. I think I really got into doing Twitch stuff when I moved down here because before Twitch wasn't, I didn't even know what the frick a Twitch was. So I was like, Twitch? Because I only ever did stuff on YouTube. But after I moved down here, I opened my mind up to a lot of different platforms that people were streaming on, and Twitch was one of them. And I think I just wanted to meet new people and to open myself up to a new community. And kind of like a party where you're like, hello Twitch, nice to meet you. My name's Caesar. Hi, I'm friends with YouTube over there. Would you like to shake my hand? It's okay. It's a little bit clammy, but it's alright. But honestly, I love streaming so much on Twitch. But yeah, I think definitely when I first discovered it was probably 2018, I think. And then I started doing stuff in late 2019. Yeah. What are your opinions on colored pencils? I mean, is there a debate on whether you should use colored pencils or not? Because I think you should be able to use colored pens. They're fine. I like them. Not better than pens. They're not better than pens, but colored pencils are great. They're better than crayons. I think pens are the top choice. Then it's markers. Then it's colored pencils. And then it's crayons. Melt those waxy bitches out of here and make them candles. I don't like crayons. Do you like dinosaurs? If so, do you have a favorite species? I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are great. If you were a Disney character, what would your animal sidekick be? Remy! No, I'm kidding. If I were a Disney character, what would my animal sidekick be? I think it would be a lion. Because so that, how in Aladdin, Jasmine had the tiger? Mine would be a lion. But not a friendly lion, only a friendly lion towards me and my peers. But when I'm singing a song, let's say, because every Disney film is a musical except for freaking Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm out in the forest with my pet lion. In the back, I'm just singing, I'm just I don't know, singing about freaking getting married or something. And then in the background, it's just my lion just like hunting down every animal in the forest, like deers. That would be hilarious. Let's say I feed a deer like an apple that I picked off the tree, and then like I walk away and the lion just like it's just like mauls the deer. That would be the best Disney film. Or I guess, you know, fine, we'll take it back a notch, you know, to appeal to the children. I just don't want to go anywhere like simple, like a dog or a cat. I want something unique. A penguin! No Disney character. A polar bear! A polar bear. I want a polar bear as my pet. Okay? You know what? They completely missed it. In Frozen, they could have totally had Elsa have an animal sidekick companion that's a polar bear. They missed it. Missed opportunities. Disney, hire me. I have good ideas in this small pee-pee brain of mine. The fabled question of coffee or tea. Frick you, I like water. But I think I don't have a preference over coffee or tea. I don't drink either nearly enough to actually have a proper stance on it. Like, I don't drink a lot of different teas. I only drink one tea when I have throat issues, and that's chrysanthemum tea, and it's great. Coffee, I drink it every now and then when I wake up early enough for it. I mean, if one were to disappear completely, honestly, I could live without either of them. That's the question everyone should be asking. If they were to delete either coffee or tea, would you be able to live with, or like, which one would you be able to live without? I can live without either. So I guess that means I don't have a preference. Water, guys. I can't live without water. I need this. What's the best Pixar movie and why is it Ratatouille? Thank you, Sitara, for the question. It has to, it's Pixar movies, honestly. Ratatouille is, oh my god, such a good movie. Genuinely, it fills me with so much joy. I don't know, it's just something about a rat controlling a man and food in Paris that just gets to me. What is your favorite thing about streaming? My favorite thing about streaming, genuinely, I like the community aspect of it. I think I like the fact that it's live and I'm not just sitting here by myself kind of talking to myself, because I do that all the time naturally, normally. I've done that for like 19 years of my life. But to play a game and to get like live feedback and live thoughts about what they thought about the game or what's happening in the game is just so enlightening to me. And I genuinely like seeing other people's live reactions to things. And I love conversing with people live, even though I don't have anyone in real life here to converse with. But it's almost like the next best thing. It's kind of like being on a telephone call, except it's one way and I can't see you. I can only see your messages and you can see me. Markiplier is real. Thank you for that notification, YouTube. I see everything. Thanks. But I think that's my favorite thing about streaming. What is your main goals for 2021? Main goals for 2021? No idea. I'm just feeling out the year. You know what? I think some of my main goals is to maybe do some more solo charity stuff this year. Travel more. I want to travel, you know? I want to travel, you know, because traveling is fun and also scary. And I'm afraid I'm going to get lost. But I think maybe just do more stuff that takes me out of my comfort zone and, you know, just be a better content creator, I guess. Those are my goals. Those are just like main like level goals, I think. Like I'm just like going through this year and, you know, celebrating the small accomplishments that I make. Would you rather be able to fly or be invisible? Obviously fly 100% so that I don't have to take a plane anywhere. And you know, I could just be Superman. Superman can't be invisible. Also, I don't understand why someone would want to be invisible. Sure, I can rob a bank, but can I make the sacks of money that I'm stealing invisible as well? So I think I'd much rather be able to fly, because then maybe I can make a sky house and then just fly up there. I could just be away. Oh, I probably would get bad internet service up there. Damn it. Oh man, I didn't think this through, but I would be able to travel easier. So you know what? Being able to fly is much more of an asset to me than being invisible, because honestly, I do stuff on camera a lot. So if I was invisible, it would be really awkward to have an empty chair okay, on screen. It would be really awkward to just have an empty chair, okay? Just be really awkward. I don't know, you know, just be really, really awkward. If you could live in any time period except the current one, where would you go? The future. I would like to go to the future. That's the time period. I'm gonna go to the future. That's the time period. Loophole, baby. Least favorite video game? I don't think I have one. I think if I were to pick a video game that I played that I just didn't enjoy, I think it's just like tycoon games, like in general. Like the general thing of a tycoon game, or like a clicker game, I guess. It's just, I don't like games that don't have a point. You're just sitting there doing this. I like if there was a story to it. Oh my god, there's a reason for me clicking, then you got me. But other than that, I don't like tycoon games at all. I don't like it where you have stuff to do in the beginning of the game, and then when you build up all the stuff that it becomes autonomous, then that's where it, like, I don't like it anymore. I don't like it when the game essentially plays itself, because then it's not a video game anymore. It's just literally you sitting there watching it at that point. So tycoon games, any kind of like clicker games where you can upgrade stuff to click less, don't like those types of games. Also Genshin Impact, I don't like Genshin Impact. Do you have a better memory for names or faces? I think I have a good memory for either. Like, I remember names pretty easily. I mean, if you change your name, obviously, you're gonna have to tell me. But if I know your face and your name, then it doesn't matter what you change your name to. I recognize your face for as long as I can remember. Like, I can like think of faces like really, really well. And I think I also remember names really, really well as well. So either or those. So be sure to tell your name. What's your name? My name, Paul. Cookie dough or actual cookies? Now here's the loophole here, babies. Let me come back to center. Cookie dough, because then I can eat it raw and it'd be great. But when I want actual cookies, I could just take the cookie dough and slap it on a baking sheet, throw it in the oven for 350 degrees for about maybe like 10 minutes, and then I have actual cookies. So I have the best of both worlds when I have cookie dough. You know, I'm having these big brain responses today. Dude, I'm feeling so good, high up on the smartness juice. What's something that makes you smile? Could be a pet, an object, or something else. Just tell me something that brings you joy. Oh my god, Marissa, you make me smile. Such a wholesome person. I think something that makes me smile is, I guess, seeing other people happy, you know? A pet? Cookie makes me smile all the time. Tons of people make me smile. Specific people make me smile. Ice cream also brings me joy. Gotta tell you, ice cream is pretty dang good. I love it. It's tasty. It's cold. Even when it's like blizzarding outside, I can still go for some ice cream. What if I put ice cream? Oh my god, what if I put ice cream in my hot chocolate? Oh my god, I'm doing that. There's no way that I'm not doing that. Okay, thank you for the idea, Marissa. I love you. If you were on a desert island and could only bring 3 things with you, what would they be? No limitations on what things could be. I think if I were to bring 3 things with me, can I bring people? You said no limitation on what the things are. I mean, things are nouns, right? And nouns are people, places, and things. So I'm assuming that you're allowing me to bring people, right? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bring a suitcase. But in that suitcase, there's like a bajillion things in there. Like food, like endless food. But it's in that it's all in that suitcase. So the suitcase counts as one thing. That counts as one thing. The suitcase filled with shiz. Okay? I think I would bring a person. I don't know who I would bring. Definitely like a loved one, a cherished one, someone that I want to be with, stuck on this desert island. So, a person. I don't know who though. So that's 2 things. And then I would also and a sword. You know, a sword. I am not picky on which sword, just a sharp sword. You know, like a machete, so that I can cut up all my stuff and like build myself a house, essentially. That's what I want. Those are my 3 things. Suitcase filled with endless amounts of food, a person that I can spend my time with, and then a sword. What advice would you give to people trying to go their YouTube, Twitch channel, etc.? Grow. I'm assuming that you meant grow. Advice that I can give to you, I can't exactly give you advice that hasn't already been said, but just do things for you, you know? Do stuff that makes it fun for you. I definitely recommend people that are trying to grow their content is to do stuff that you enjoy. That, I mean, the whole threading the needle balance thing is finding something that you enjoy to do that is also trendy or whatever it is and brings in new people, and also that your audience, your current audience, enjoys as well. That's the threading the needle type thing. But as long as you're enjoying yourself, don't take what you currently have for granted. I think growth is natural and growth happens, and growth is bound to happen. It just might be at a slower rate, because everyone grows at different rates as well. So just grow at your own pace. Don't try and rush anything, and you'll get to where you want to be eventually. So yeah, just keep doing you. You're doing great, okay? Always look for stuff to improve on, and say hi to people, you know, socialize. That's also a thing that you should do that I clearly fail at doing at. What is the one topic that will send you on a complete tangent? Something about audio, visual, cinematography, photography, any of those, or streaming, or just like anything going on in mainstream like media, like something that I have a high passion for, like a certain video game. I don't think one thing sends me on a complete tangent more than talking about absolutely nothing, because I have this thing called ADD, and so I switch topics literally within like a few seconds. So I could be going on about something crazy that happened to me, and then something specifically in that story leads me onto a different tangent. Like I'd be like, oh, I went to the zoo and I pet a penguin. I'd be like, oh, did you know that like I would always wanted a penguin as a child? Like midway through the story, like I'd be like, oh, so I went to the zoo and I saw a bunch of penguins. Or I say something funny happened to me at the zoo, and as I'm describing the area or whatever, I just be like, oh, penguins, you know, penguins are really cool creatures. Did you know that they get eaten by or polar bears and penguins are like on the opposite poles? And then like, did you know that I really wanted a polar bear as a pet? And then I'd be going around like, oh, you know, We Bare Bears? I love Ice Bear because he's just so relatable and he's so silent and he's just like a silent killer. And then I go on about like silent killers, like freaking serial killers. Honestly, I can ramble about literally anything. You just have to give me one prompt, and I think I can stretch that into whatever it is. I think that's why I'm really good at talking, I guess. Other than the fact that every 2 seconds that I don't think of something, my next thing that I'm going to say really quickly, I substitute it with or something like that. I think any kind of topic that I relate to or that's relevant to me, I can stretch out for a while. I think that's it. I think I probably went on a tangent there, which I do apologize for. And that does it for this episode of reading comments. I haven't done this in a really, really long time, and genuinely, I enjoy it. It's just, you know, getting questions every now and then to actually answer. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not going to do my outro because I prefer not to. Oh, look, a hair right on here. Let's put that away.